Okay, that's enough intermission, So today, so basically, here's the story for why I chose this current game, the new game that I'm streaming today that you already know about because it's in the title. So I was like, okay, streaming in October. A lot of people are like, hey, let's go update Halloween streams with like a spooky layout because Halloween month. And then like friend Steve decided like, hey Mark, pick from this website, pick some resources to make a Halloween layouts for you, referring to me, and then I did. So now I got this spooky Halloween layouts made by Aqua Jittles Steve. It's Halloween, so even though I'm now streaming this on December, but hey, the calendar does not tell me what holidays to celebrate when. Now before we go to my Twitch page, first let us admire Lane. Let's all love Lane. Now let's see. Steve also gave me like panels, he's called, like the panel things for the rules. So instead of just having just plain text rules, I now have this little image that says rules. Using the same text, what was it, a love letter of Lane from this anime. That's unintended, but that works, it all works out. However, I'm still keeping my old Majora's Mask, like, mask seed up here. It's like, it gave me a, what was it, PNG? I'm sure originally it was a PNG. They gave me an image file of like 5 masks in a row, and it's like, hey, I can throw that somewhere. Oh yeah, I did edit the overlay and okay, I added the rules here, which is why the color, I added the text here, which is why the colors are awful. And I also slightly edited the layout here, mostly to have like fit my widescreen layout, and also because I can, I don't know, stuff. Not that game. This game, we're playing a 4x3 game today. No, that's very much not what I want. Here we go. Good enough. I streamed Yakuza before. I streamed the PlayStation 2 emulator before. I should know how it works. Now, I forget how exactly I discovered this game, but except I kinda do. I was watching YouTube, probably music, and as one of the recommended videos, I saw this game's cover / album, like soundtrack art, cover art, and it's like, oh, that looks pretty, let's give this a listen, and it was a really nice piece of song. I don't know what song it was, since that's been long gone, and while I did write it down on my backlog, when I tried re-listening to it, the video kind of got taken down for copyrights. As it was just the music uploaded. Anyway, from that, when I first discovered that song, it's like, okay, what game is this? PS2 horror game, cult classic, cool. I don't need to know anything else. I should probably keep talking over this as this is probably copyright music, and okay, camera's ending at some point. I have no idea what to expect. This game is only rated M, so it's not going to be that bad. Oh, so there is a Tris category.
I want to be there when I'm in bed. I can be so mean, you can't beat me. I would like to shame you, I would like to blame you, just because of my love to you. And love itself just a princess.
Hey Andrew. Hey Andrew, tell me, do you like Halloween? Because we're here to celebrate Halloween. Oh, so this is a horror game, and yeah, the opening's definitely touches though and disturbing. And yeah, Andrew, it's been a few weeks since I last seen you. How's life been? I believe last time you showed up, I was in the middle of Sonic Adventure. Finished that, clearly, as I'm now playing some other game. Well, good. Because I mentioned it earlier in the Sonic stream, but Steve made me a spooky Halloween layout. And so I was like, cool, let's go play a spooky game. And up next, I found or determined through my methods, War of Rose, a game I have no idea about. Like the most... Basically the only thing I know is I read the top premise thing on the like TV tropes in Wikipedia. All I know is that it's like basically a PS2 horror game. You got some puzzles. I think some survival, but mostly puzzles. It's not like Resident Evil, it's not that far. This is one long opening movie. Is the water floating up, or is that just dirt? By the way, this game is rated M. I think there's a cult in this game. That violin, oh, so good. I haven't even started this game and I want the soundtrack. You don't know that much? Well, that makes sense. It's a giant fish. Like, it's a horror game, so I don't know if it's a literal fish or a metaphorical fish.
I will serve you, princess. Just kiss me, please.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, Andrew, but I basically discovered this game by YouTube recommending me a song from the soundtrack, and I was like, what is this? All game? Cool. I do not need to know any more. So this is gonna be the first time I live stream a proper horror game. Because while I did stream I Spy Spooky Mansion earlier this year, I think it was earlier this year, that's kind of not horror, it's just spooky. This, however, is defined horror, and also published by Atlas USA. But only in America. It got other publishers in other territories. Now, like all things, first we go to the settings. Oh, we can have maximum brightness. Now let's keep our default brightness, I guess. Oh, we have a NOR filter. We can make the screen even grainier. Or we can be like, no thanks. What was that? Was that on 5? Do we want a NOR filter? I mean, no, I kinda don't. I also kinda do, but definitely not to level 9, no. Let's just put on like 2. 3, 4, let's put on 3. I think it was 5 default, so I'm still lowering it some, just not all the way. I'll keep contrast to 6. Because while I could just set to maximum, I kinda do want to set the mood somewhat. It's not like Minecraft where I'm like, yes, give me maximum. Oh, so is that circle button looks like a circle? I might need to see what other aspect ratios I can try get this game running on. But since I'm already starting late today, let's just start a new game.
Once upon a time, there was a precious little girl. Her friend, the princess of the Red Rose,
was always at her side. Then one day, her mummy and daddy died suddenly, and the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house. Jennifer, play with me, Jennifer. Read the story. Please read the story. What happens next? What's this? Wait, please. Where are you going?
The Little Princess. Once upon a time, there was a precious little girl. Her friend, the Princess of the Red Rose, was always by her side. Then one day, the mommy and daddy died suddenly. The princess too disappeared, leaving the girl all alone. And the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house. Blank, blank, more blank. I'm kind of expecting one of these pages to not be blank, never mind what at the end. By the way, Andrew, how's the audio balance between the game during that last cutscene? I did change my game audio slightly, but I didn't exactly test it too much for this game. It should be good for all games or most games, but I never know until I actually start streaming. Suddenly, the girl was all alone. Oh god, this is PS2, so I probably need to get back. I need to get back used to X being the confirm button, although I can probably change that in the config. Hold up. Audio's good to you? Sounds good. I'll find out myself later. Oh no, wait. It's a PS2 game, an actual PS2 game. So I absolutely could, in the emulator, don't go full screen on me. So in the emulator, I could swap the function between cross and circle. The images in-game will still be the original, so I guess I'll keep confirm to X or primary to X as opposed to cross. As opposed to circle, which is what I want it to be. And so the story begins. A mysterious, unthinkable, filthy tale. However, the young girl, Jennifer, had no choice but to surrender to the unsettling predicament. Oh, what an unlucky girl. Oh god, that grain filter. But yeah, I have no idea about this game. In fact, I don't even know which way I'm going. I'm gonna have a time editing this for YouTube because maybe there's something here. How far does this go back to? This just loops us, doesn't it? Okay, game, thanks. Gosh, look at that one cycle. That is not... Okay, we're playing as... How old is she? Like, they say little girl, but it's not like an actual child. Somewhere in teenage, I don't know. Either way, we're definitely playing a horror game with a one cycle. Oh, we have we have fixed cameras. Yeah, her name is Jennifer. Oh, yeah. Strange Hill. Okay, can I pause the game and change the green filter? Also, I got a pause menu. Nah. I'll find out the audio balance later. Go back to the menu. Okay, so we got Jennifer, we got a crypt, got equipment. Use that will show us the storybook again. Drop. Yes. Let's drop the important item now. Okay, so it looks like we have an actual item and a non-item. Select... Ooh, cameras. So left trigger changes the camera. It is kind of rude to ask her her age. Ooh. So I can change the camera slightly. Go back to next screen. Like in that, this feels like a school uniform, so I want to say high school. Okay, none of the other buttons seem to do anything right now. So, like in all horror games, we have no choice to go but forward. Especially if the road just sends us in circles. As the girl approached the sign, she heard I was reading it. It sounded strangely familiar to her. And beckoned her. I was reading that. Hey Andrew, could you hear the like crickets lights in the background. This is definitely a low volume game. There's an old padlock on the door, however it's not locked. Okay, those story texts I'll read out, but item text like this I don't need to read. Oh, so good. The game does a thing where important items has these shiny lights. Okay, so the quiet game audio is audible. Boarding pass, picture of fish. Oh, it's a fish from the opening. The giant fish. That was a bus. Brown? Who names a dog Brown? I mean, I guess if it's a brown dog. Oh look, footprints. Was that a real bell? No, those are definitely footprints. Yeah, Brown's not really the most interesting name. Then again, I know apparently, what was it? Apparently, it's not too uncommon for cats in Japan to be named the Japanese word for black, which I don't remember off the top of my head, somehow. Then again, Japan also has names like Yuki, which just means snow, so then maybe Japan's not the best place for language name, or names that are just literal words. I guess it sounds more poetic. Brown, what I'm saying is Brown is not the most interesting name for a dog. Following the boar up the road, she came upon a huge old mansion. For some reason, this place seems familiar to the unlucky girl. And this game is going to give me practice on my narrator voice. I don't know why, but realistic PS2 graphics just seem so nostalgic. Despite the fact that I didn't really play many PS2 games at the time. I guess just photorealistic PS2 or realistic PS2 graphics or just have a certain look to it. Oh, so I saw you. Oh yeah, this is a game about cults and roses and I don't know. Charcoal means brown in Japanese. Huh, oh look, a door. I didn't even bother checking the front gates. No one is allowed without a pass. Well, good thing we have this pass. Or not. Oh no, we need to... Oh no, I need to use the item heal. Yeah, I do know that this game, it's more so an adventure game. We find items, we use items. You know, adventure games, which kind of works for, like, haul, I guess. I definitely prefer item style adventuring than survival. I never really cared much about, is this a grave? Why are those swords here? Are these gravestones? No, these are absolutely sword. No, wait, that's a pinwheel. Yeah, this is just grave. Can I read this? Legend of Stray Dog. Stray dog kidnaps kids. Oh, right. This is an adventure game. I can interact with many things. Most of them's not going to be useful, but maybe the game will tell me absolutely nothing about these clothes. Absolutely nothing. I guess these clothing are of no importance. Oh, I can't actually change the camera here. So it looks like in some areas I can change the camera. Oh no, okay, so it's still fixed camera, but some areas have multiple cameras. Like this one, if I'm walking this way, I want to look this way, but if I'm walking backwards, I probably want to see what's in front of me. Stray Dog gives us sweets. Oh wow, Jennifer does not go in circles very well. Like she has a slow turning. Oof. Oh wait. Oh right, we get a gun at some point in this game. So wait, Bumble is our strafing. Oh wow, that is one girly punch. It looks so weak, but also she's not trained in punching. But can we look at that? Look at that punch. That is barely a punch. But yeah, apparently there was some combat, but it's mostly going to be at the end of the chapter. Which I'm okay, that's blood. Which I'm okay with because, as I mentioned, I'm not too big on Survival Hall. Like, that's definitely blood. That's a lot of blood. I feel like with Survival Hall, if it's any level of difficulty, the survival kind of nullifies a hall if I have to try again. Because at that point, it's just a game. A defending punch? Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, yeah, you definitely want to avoid combat if you can help it. At least I'm assuming so, just based on my general osmosis knowledge of PS2 Hall games. The unlucky girl felt the chilling gaze of many eyes upon her. Yet, she was all alone. Oh man, the dust on my monitor is not helping the darkness on screen because all I see is dust. What is this? About saving. Bucket Knights. Okay, so we have save points. How many slots does this game allow? Drove. Okay, good to know that the little first room I walked in was the save room. We call that good game design. Man, I know I probably don't need to interact with everything here, but someone wrote these lines of introspect. I'm going to read them, and that's the door. I meant to interact with the thing next to the door. No thanks, I'm ignoring you, graffiti. Floor graffiti. Headmaster's room, so I'm guessing this was originally school. There's a small model of a mansion inside the tank, but no fish. There was probably some symbolism there. March 2nd, 1930. Recently the children have been engaging in odd activities and spreading disturbing rumors. Rumors about creatures that come after children who don't clean up and stray dogs that kidnap small tots. It's all very bizarre. Now the camera is so zoomed in, which it probably needs to be because Hall game and also PS2, they only have room for so much render distance. Although considering I can move the camera, I'm not entirely sure how much of the area is rendered all at once. I mean, obviously, these doors serve as loading screens. A classic video game like loading trick. Okay, so where did I... Yep, I'm already lost. The changing camera doesn't always help. In fact, it does not help me at all. Figuring out where I am in the room. Okay, so here's the headmaster room. What's the front door? I'm just trying to build my mental map of this mansion. Okay, so here's our entrance. We entered this door, we went all the way around. Okay. So we got the staircase in the hall, the front staircase. And then we got this area. Hopefully there won't be too much backtracking, because I'm gonna have a hard time memorizing where to go. Unless the game decides to give me a map, I would appreciate a map. Currently I have no map, but I do have a doll call. Okay, so now at the real staircase. So there are two staircases, a front staircase and a back staircase. At the real staircase, we got the inner court, which is basically just an outside area. There was not really anything here. I don't know what purpose in the building plan this inner court serves beyond maybe having a backyard that's not the backyard but a yard in the middle. Man, we cannot see those children. The camera puts Jennifer right where we could see the children. Hold up. Okay, how does this game treat movement and a camera? So if I'm here, now let's continue pushing in the same direction. Okay, but if I move slightly, it readjusts. So if I continue moving the same direction when the camera changes, Jennifer will continue moving, but if I change even a small direction, Jennifer will readjust. That is very important information to know, because this game is going to be changing camera all the time. I did not even see a door though. I kind of expected a small hint on the backstory, but I guess not. Aw, some flowers. Yellow flowers. This is... what is that? Ballet? I think that's a ballet person. We got a train. Excuse me? Are those leaves? I'm going to pretend those are leaves. The PS2. How you don't have much. What was it? Video size resolution? And what is even PS2? That was 480 resolution? And to think that this stream is being streamed at, what was it, 1920 by 1080p resolution? Which staircase was this? This is a new staircase. I don't know where I am in this house. Yeah, 480p. I know that because the Wii was the next gen and could get 720, not really. You could up-res Wii games to like 720. And 720 is technically HD, but it's not really the best HD. Nowadays you kinda want... Ooh, a toilet. Nowadays you kinda want at least 1080p, I feel. I mean, that's what I'm streaming. 1080p. What is that? What's in the toilet? That's an eyeball on the stall. Game, don't you have a water dripping sound on me? Man, this bathroom is filthy. Like the rest of this house, it's pretty clean, if dusty, with only some graffiti, but the bathroom is just so filthy, eh? Filth room. Oh, we found plot. It's a faded group photo taken in front of the mansion. Okay, let's go look at that again. Look. Okay, so I'm assuming the man in the top right is a headmaster. We have a bunch of children. The lady in the top left looks like the help. Yeah, filth room. Like, I'm expecting filth, but I'm not exactly seeing stuff. This just looks like a room. There's a bed in here. Oh, Bucket Nights, yes. I was just thinking, I should probably save my game. I've been playing for more than 20 minutes apparently. And this is going to be okay, 32 minutes. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a low energy playthrough because it's a horror game. Not much happens, you gotta set up the atmosphere. There's a creepy doll tied to the pillow. Game, don't do that to me. Okay, so I'm assuming at this point in the game, it wants us to just follow the child, but also I'm just going like, let's go anywhere else. Except the game has locked doors and occasionally other children who's like, no. So I don't know if some of these doors will go through later, or if the game is just... or it will never go through them. I don't know how much of this is railroading for the moments, and how much of it is just the game. Considering the game does allow us to just walk in these empty rooms with no purpose at any point, or at this point I should say, I'm assuming that the doors I couldn't go through, or the ones are locked, are permanently locked, while the ones with children in them will be able to go through them later? I don't know, this is a blind stream. Blind one. I also need to see if there's any kind of like sign that tells me what doors I can open versus not. Like the game already established that if a room has any importance, there'll probably be some cutscene. Oh, I forgot to look at where he was going. Oops. Oh well, it's not like I memorized this house. Did I went upstairs yet? I think I still have more floors to go, more steps. There was a boar. There was a little boar. Attic. Oh, an orphanage map! Thank you, game. Oh, look! We can figure out where we are! Somewhat. There is a lot of rooms. There are a lot of rooms. So if nothing else, you can approximately figure out where we are. And maybe even later the game will say, hey, go heal. I don't know. This is a hard game. I don't know how much allowance or just play or convenience it will give us. I always expect these opening room cutscenes to give a little bit more, allowing me a little more time to take a drink. When the unlucky girl approached the boy, he said, "My, aren't you a little slow, like always? Here, read me the rest of the story, you know, the book I handed you." Okay, how about this? No. Jennifer, read the rest of the story to me, you know. What book? I dropped it. I don't have a book. Oh, you'd mean this permanent book. This is new, I think. And the poor little girl was sent away to a strange house at her new home, the Aristocrat Club, lived by the rule of Rose. But the girl found herself very much alone. We will now begin the funeral. All those attending, please gather round at this time. Come on, Jennifer. The funeral is about to begin. It's a funeral for your dear friend. Before she realized it, the boy was gone, and the girl was left in confusion. Okay, so hopefully I did not needed that book. So how far ahead does this? Nope, nothing. Okay, so that last icon is not just an archive of story, it's also a key item. No dropping this. What's that door? Okay, so let's look at the map. As I mentioned, there's a lot of rooms. Luckily, the game does show us where we are. However, it doesn't really show us where to go. That last cutscene took place outside, so I can only assume outside. So let's get to the ground floor, and then I can figure out how to running around. Also, this game takes place in England. How do you know that? Well, one, the English accents, the English clothing. I think that's English. And also, the ground floor outside with the ground. And then the floor above that is considered the first floor. Meanwhile, in America, the ground floor is considered the first floor. I can only assume... Oh, outside. Well, when the girl went out to the yard, she found a shovel standing before a grave. Well, I guess I found the purpose of the inner courts. The unlucky girl sensed something very dear to her was buried here. As if possessed, she began to dig furiously.
Just look at you. You're filthy.
Joining us on our flight. Attention all passengers. We will be taking off in a short while. Please take all large luggage to Section 8 of the freight storage compartment. Thank you.
And here I thought I didn't need my slight head tilt reaction pic on stream. Oh, nice. The game does allow me to save between chapters. At least I assume that's a chapter close. Prologue close? Nothing much happened. We kind of... Oh, we're now in April.